class. How are we doing tonight?
Good.
This morning. Did y'all know that according to the Wall Street Journal, 15 to 20% of exiting employees are asked to pack up their belongings immediately and are actually escorted out of the building by security? Yeah, people leave their job positions every day, whether it be on good terms or not. So during this presentation, I will cover how to leave your job position gracefully. And the three main points I'll be covering during this presentation include how to write an effective resignation letter, how to maintain a positive attitude during the transitional period, and how to engage in an effective exit interview. Now, the first point I'll be covering is how to write an effective resignation letter, and that's basically how you'll be letting your employer know that you're leaving your position. So you always want to keep your resignation letter simple and to the point. Don't include any extra information as to why you're leaving your position or where you're going next. Just always keep it very simple. So the points you want to include are going to be your name, your position, a statement of resignation, i.e. I'm currently not or going to not be working for you anymore, in a nicer way, and the date of the last day you'll be working. Now, a very important note to remember is to always hand this note to your boss in person. Don't text them or email them or Skype them unless you absolutely have to and you're like out of the country. Yeah, always try to hand that note to your boss in person, and that'll keep it more personable and might actually help you use your previous employer as a reference in the future. So keep that in mind. Now, the next point I'll be covering is how to maintain a positive attitude during the transitional period. So you always want to be proactive. Always let your employer know and thank them for all the positive benefits of your job and why you enjoy the job and what you enjoy about it. Always stay silent, and that means don't tell any of your other coworkers that you're leaving your job except for your employer. That will help reduce gossip and will help you not misconstrue why you're leaving your position, and it will ultimately help that transitional period go much smoother. The last point will be how to remain professional. You always want to refrain from losing your temper or doing things that you might regret later after you've already quit your job. So always keep that in mind. Now, the last point I'll be covering is the exit interview. Basically, an exit interview is you'll sit down with the HR department of your job, and they'll ask you a series of questions, basically evaluating your time at the job. And they use this to overall improve on the whole company. So when you do this exit interview, you want to always cover positive attributes of the job, why you enjoyed it, what you enjoyed about it, what coworkers helped you, and that'll ultimately help you in the future. And these responses are typically going to be confidential, so you don't need to worry about people talking about you later. That doesn't mean you should go into these exit interviews and basically just go off on the company and say that you hated it and everything about it was awful. So yeah, always try to remain professional and have a positive attitude. All right, and during this presentation I covered how to write an effective resignation letter, maintaining a positive attitude during the transitional period, and how to engage in an effective exit interview. And now that you've learned all these points, you should, next time you transition from one job to the next, you should try to practice these points, and it might actually help you in the future in using your previous employer as a reference. I'm not saying you guys should go out and quit your jobs today though, so keep that in mind. All right, thank y'all and have a good day.